Busy day at the shop here. Wanted to give you guys a quick intro and kind of explain what you're about to watch. So before we get into that though, let's talk about an event that we're going to on August 25th. Myself and the whole staff is going to be in Vegas. We love Vegas. We go out there pretty often. If you watch a couple vlogs back, you'll see us in Vegas. We have a good time. I said bail! I'm the king of the premium fam! We're gonna be out there for Tuned in Tokyo. You guys are familiar with Tuned in Tokyo on Instagram. They have a huge Instagram following and they're throwing their own event. It's an indoor event. It's gonna be badass. Really exciting. We're gonna hang out and have merchandise. We're gonna be doing some live rap demos and just enjoy a cool car show in Vegas. If you guys wanna go to that show, we'd love to see you guys there. Go to the link in the description below where you can buy tickets as a spectator. And also, we got a discount code for you guys. So if you do go, 15% off discount or 15% off the tickets, use discount code PREMIUMFAM. So that's that. Go to Vegas. I was gonna say go to Tuned in Tokyo. People are gonna go to Tokyo. It's kind of confusing, but listen, the event's gonna be dope. We're super excited about it. Just one of many events that we're gonna be doing for the rest of the year. Before we get into the vlog, let's talk about the importance of what you're about to see. I know you guys know us for wrapping vehicles, and a lot of you guys come here to learn about wrapping cars. One of the biggest things that a lot of shops sleep on is disassembly and prep. And what I'm trying to do in these videos is not skip that part anymore. I really want to show you guys how thorough it is, or how thorough we go into disassembling these cars. Mitch goes deep.
So deep, put your ass to
Mitch
sleep.
goes deep, okay? He put you to sleep. The kid goes hard. Mitch does work. Watch him. He's gonna tear this car apart with skill, with precision, with quality. So let's get in the shop. Let's let him do his thing.
Calm down, Blue. Shoes are better.
Come on, bro.
No, mine are fine, bro. Nah, mine are no. These are joke cakes right here.
I got the strap. I gotta carry him.
So I know you want to do that like Nardo Gray, right?
What's going through your mind, Christian?
Nothing. You know, the regular template game. You know, most people would probably, just template just the tail light and probably the reverse light, but there's a couple other things that I feel like would be cool. I do want to see what the light looks like on. I can kind of tell it's probably going to be within this little strip here. I'm always trying to think of like what else can be done, not only to like the lens of the light, but how you could actually change up how the light looks without doing light modifications.
Got keys, my man.
All right, what's up guys? So today is a new day. What I'm standing next to is our buddy's Audi S3. We're gonna be taking that one apart today. This one's actually gonna be going a pretty cool color. It's gonna be going similar to the Nardo Gray, which is gonna be Avery Dark Gray. Basically gonna start the video off. I think I'm gonna go front to back on disassembly. Just kind of walk you guys through the process a little bit. This is my main focus for today, so I'm gonna be able to go pretty in depth on the disassembly. So yeah, hopefully it answers any questions that you guys have for this car. And let's get into it. Now that the bumper's off, I can kind of show you where the mounting points were on this bumper. So basically you have 4 bolts, 4 Torx bolts right along this inner edge. Then you're gonna have 1 bolt that's going straight up, that's a Torx T30 bit. So that's gonna go straight up into the fender. Careful on these because on this car there was a lot of Loctite, so it was really hard to get these bolts out. And then if you wanna come up here too, you can see this bolt also. There's gonna be a bolt that goes here, which is basically going straight in. And that's gonna hold the bumper to the front part of the fender. And that's just gonna kind of hold everything tight. Once you do that, that's how you get the sides free. You basically have 3 Torx bolts up top, and then that'll release this whole section right here. And then if you see on the center tab at the bottom of the bumper, there's also a spot for 1 bolt there as well. So then once all the bolts are off, you just have these retaining clips kind of holding everything along the bottom, and then the rest of the bumper comes free. So not super crazy, but you kind of just gotta know what you're doing. Otherwise you could potentially break these brackets up here.
Mitch has took off the bumper. We're gonna take lunch and then we're gonna come back and work on that. So we're gonna head over to Brandon's Diner. See you guys there.
So we asked a whole bunch of We asked you guys to ask some questions. We got a lot of questions. So we're gonna go over a couple of those. First question for Anthony. Where did your eyebrows go?
Oh, see, they got the wrong guy, dude. They got the wrong guy. You're the new John?
Replying wrong Asian.
The wrong Asian.
That Asian no longer works here.
Next question.
Okay. How much swag does Daniel have?
That was strong. You better answer this one right.
Can you post a picture of a nun on there?
Dude, do that.
Why does Anthony eat ass?
Oh God, I got
Why
multiple
not?
reasons why he eats that.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Ken's got a question. How do you get fly hair like that?
Damn.
You have to be born with like the same genes as
You gotta have bleached tips.
This was amazing, but we gotta get back to work.
Alright guys, we are back from lunch, hopping straight back on the car. Basically you got headlights to pull out, then we're gonna be moving on to the interior and then finishing up with the rear bumper and taillights. The interior I believe is fairly easy. I believe I only have to pull the front door panels. I might be wrong on that one, but yeah, I only have to pull the front door panels for the mirrors, so we'll just keep rolling. So basically now pulling the headlights on the S3, they're pretty easy. It's basically 4 bolts. So we got 1 bolt down here, right behind the front of the light. Got a bolt up top here. We have 1 kind of tucked down right here. And then the last one is gonna be in here, facing towards us. What I'm gonna do first though is pull off the bracket because it does have a slide that stops the headlight from moving out. So before I do anything on the headlight, I'm actually gonna be removing this piece right here. So with that bolt out, you can actually pull this bracket off now. Just kind of slide it forward. You'll see the 2 other retainers right there. And now you'll have better access to the bolt way back there. On these door handles, they actually have a new style. Typically, most, I'd probably say 9 out of 10 models of the Audi, you're gonna be using like a T20, sticking it through the little hole on the back right here, and you're gonna loosen that, push the bolt in, and then it's gonna allow this back cap to come off. Alright, so moving on to the interior now. The rear door panels aren't gonna need to come off for our purpose. However, the fronts are, so that we can get this mirror off. Up under here, there is a hole, and so that's gonna be a bolt hole right in this area right here. And then typically, there'll be some on the bottom part of the door panel as well. On this one, what I'm noticing is there is that 1 panel here, and it's looking like you wouldn't remove anything like this. Sometimes they have trim pieces that you'll have to remove, and it'll have bolts behind it. There is also 2 bolts that were hidden behind that, so I'm assuming it's going to be these 3 bolts. Then it's going to be just pressure to get these pry clips along the edge, and then we'll have to deal with wiring and handle and all that before the panel actually come off. So let's get into it. So on this door panel, something new that I haven't seen before. Instead of having pop clips that actually snap into holes in the door, these actually have studs kind of all along the exterior. And it's a different style clip where the door panel clips are actually female and snap onto the studs on the door. So they're still just as sturdy. I kind of like that design actually. And then basically you have your 2 connections that come unplugged from this central panel right here. And then you also have door panel connection that comes off there, and then your door panel is free. Ready to pull the mirror off. Basically, it was 2 little grommets here that once you pull those, you'll expose 2 10mm bolts back there. Also, you have the main grommet that you got to kind of pull to the side, and there will be another 10mm bolt in there. And again, disconnect the wiring from this panel, and then you'll be good to go. Once you get the 3 bolts or nuts off of the inside of the mirror, you're also going to have 2 Christmas tree clips that are retaining it to the inside of the door panel. The best thing to do is to remove the actual speaker here. When you remove that speaker, it gives you access to kind of have your arm up in the door panel and you can feel these Christmas tree clips and kind of pull them out of place. The other good thing that pulling the speaker does is if you drop a nut like I did on this one, basically they fall straight to the bottom of the door and you'll have a big enough hole here to where you can actually access anything that drops. So pulling the speaker is gonna be a big time savior on that one. The last thing that we're gonna have to take apart on this car is the rear end. So that's going to be trunk, taking apart the trunk lights, license plate, rear emblem, and then also rear bumper and tail lights. Last night we left off with just the rear bumper left to take off. Basically end of the day we pulled in Daniel's truck to do some work on that. So just left this for today, super easy, and so I'm actually gonna pass the torch off to Edwin and he's gonna show you guys the ins and outs of taking all of the exterior bolts out, and then I'm gonna walk you guys through what you have to do inside the trunk to actually get the other two bolts out. So Edwin's gonna take lead right now, so he's gonna show you all the bolts in the wheel wells and underneath the car, and then he'll tag me in soon.
Alright, I see 4 bolts. Mitch handed me the correct tool so I can start unscrewing them.
Alright guys, thank you so much for making Alright guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the vlog. That is it for this one. Don't forget, time is running out to register for the Tuned in Tokyo event out in Las Vegas. Don't forget to use coupon code PREMIUMFAM to get the discount on your registration and support the Premium Fam here. I unfortunately will not be making it out to the event, but you will get to meet the rest of the crew out there. I think everybody else is going, so make sure August 25th out in Vegas. Make sure to sign up and make sure to be there because it's going to be a great event. So make sure to stop by and we will see you guys on the next one.